streets of Baltimore, and as our resident local, I might be the fan, but you live in Baltimore. What have you been hearing around the streets of Baltimore?
Yeah, so the Ravens have brought in a new president. They brought in Sashi Brown from the NBA, the Washington Wizards, to lead the team as the president of the Baltimore Ravens. And this is kind of an interesting hire for a couple reasons. Sashi Brown's last stint in the NFL was as the Cleveland Browns de facto GM when Hugh Jackson was their head coach. Obviously, that was a disaster period for the Cleveland Browns. Not a lot of winning going on there. And then Sashi Brown went to the NBA, worked for the Wizards for a while, and now he's brought in to lead the Baltimore Ravens. And the Ravens fans may have some concerns about this hire, but I think this hire tells me one specific thing about what owner Steve Bisciotti wants to happen with Baltimore. So the NBA mindset, which Sashi Brown just came from, is all about finding a few superstars and then paying them big money and keeping that core together. Right. The NBA is all about super teams, getting a couple of key guys to get together, big superstars, and then surround them with role players. Biscotti thinks Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is that kind of superstar. That's what this move tells me. He says, we need a guy who knows how to handle superstar egos and knows how to get deals done with these kind of guys to make them happy and make them want to stay in organizations. Because this is 100%. You need to have an NBA mentality when you're dealing with quarterbacks in the NFL. Because just like LeBron James goes to a team and they're suddenly really good and they turn it around, it's just like Brady did with Tampa. You're going to see the same thing if Aaron Rodgers goes somewhere else. You see what Matt Stafford has done with the Rams. The NFL quarterback is becoming the new NBA superstar where you got to lock him in and then you got to surround him with role players. So if I'm a Ravens fan and I like Lamar Jackson and I want to lock him up, I'm telling you, I am liking this Sashi Brown hire for that exact reason. What are your thoughts on this? What's your take?
As a Raven fan, and I do love Lamar Jackson, I think he's a great player, and I think he is a superstar in this league. I love the Sashi Brown hire. I love that he has NFL experience. I love he has experience in the front office. He's been at the bottom of the barrel in Cleveland. Now he's at the cream of the crop in Baltimore. I hope that this hire means big bucks for Jackson. I hope they get the deal done. This is what they needed to do. Dick Cass, former president of the Ravens for the past 17 years, he is going to be retiring in April. So Sashi Brown is going to come in March, understudy him for about a month, then officially take over. So in my opinion, we can look for any potential Lamar Jackson signing to potentially happen in April when Brown has officially taken over the reins on the president's slot. I think this potentially could be the front office spark to help the Ravens out. I think this is the last of the guys who've been there of the Newsom area, and I think Biscotti has really, tried to turn things over. He's looking to hire young, smart, youthful guys, guys in their 40s rather than guys in their 70s in the front office. Get these smart. Sashi Brown, he went to Hampton University, great HBCU college, and then goes to Harvard to get his Juris Doctorate. He's been around different sports, different leagues. He's got a lot of world experience in this field doing different stuff. I just think this is the right move for Baltimore to get some fresh blood in the front office and maybe work on getting this Jackson deal done.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. And you hit the nail right on the head of looking to the future, right? The old way, going back to the Ozzie Newsome era, like you mentioned, how did teams win, right? The original Patriots Super Bowls, the Steelers, the Ravens, it was drafting defense and, offensive linemen and running game, not a whole lot about building around the quarterback. That's changed. The NFL is all about getting your quarterback and then building around him. The old way of, hey, we're going to draft 5 linebackers. We're going to just take the best player available. And if he's a corner and we already have 3 corners, great, is gone. It's all about building around your quarterback and then surrounding him with enough key pieces, locking your quarterback down and being smart with the salary cap and analytics and all that kind of stuff to build a solid roster around him. And I think this Sashi Brown hire supports just that. And this is a big move forward for Ravens and for the Ravens and Steve Scott.